What is up, everybody? Yamez with Island Metal Forge, y'all know that. I don't know why, but like I've had the fans going on full blast, and it feels quiet. I turn them down for the show, and it's just quiet. Howdy, Steve, Techron, Wayne, DK, what's up? Mountain Home, Soggy Bottom, what up? Cheryl, how you doing? Insanity, long time no see. Daniel Cagaris, I know. DK, what up? Jeff Woodring, how you doing, man? Corey Shire, Mr. Maker, he's drive safe, man. And Robert, Proverbs 27 Forge, how you doing? Granddads, what's up? I saw you got the CHF, press. Oh, lucky. Yeah, let me make sure I'm on all chat. Okay. Bill Wheel, how you doing? Rick Nowlin, hey. Safert Alex, Curicos, Benoit Diagonal. I know I had this. Benoit Denault. How you doing, brother? Yeah, I'm actually, today's show I'm going to be sitting down for. Make sure this chat is self-scrolling. Sometimes it gets stuck. So, there it goes. What up, Robert? So, a while ago, I took a sploot bowl and decided to turn it into a jellyfish lamp. Well, I went ahead and attached the stand for it, and now I'm going to go ahead and attach all the tentacles. And what I've got for them, stay, a whole bunch of old welding rods, I'm just going to go ahead and use the oxyacetylene torch and attach these. I got about like 30 or so, 25 or 30. I don't know. I didn't really count them. I've got a pile of old ones that have been sitting out, and yeah. So gonna go ahead and do that. Also got a new to me anvil today, and I asked what it was, and learning to forge, and got a whole bunch. Oh, it's a boat anchor. Oh, it's a doorstop. It's like, please. Everybody's trying to say it's cast, and it's like, no, it's I talked to somebody, it's pre-1830s, and it's like it rings louder than any other anvil I have. It just needs resurfacing on the face. That's it behind me right there. So, but it's in dang good condition, I tell you what. Dang good condition. Changing jobs, new manager, new life, battery charger. Okay. Will you curl the welding rod a bit before attaching? I wasn't planning to, but not a bad idea. Hey, Paul. I mean, I can kind of curl it, because when I do roses and attach them to a base, I do, I just, use the welding rod to, as a filler rod with the oxyacetylene, and, it just kind of sticks up, so it is what it is. But yeah, so I'm probably just going to heat them up and stick them, Moved a guy in Nova Scotia, had 2 of those anvils. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be my main anvil. It's heavy. It's heavy as all get out for its size. Like, it's surprisingly heavy. I got to get the scale out here and weigh it. But yeah, it's surprisingly heavy. And what's up, Dwayne? So yeah, I'm gonna probably grind down the surface, get a nice flat surface. You know, clean up some radius, or clean up the radiuses, and you know, it'll be just another shop anvil. You know, or I might bring it to Quad State and sell it. Don't know. I like the history. Speargrass, I am working on the Jellyfish lamp today. The Jellyfish sculpture. Steve Parsons. Where do I get most of my anvils? All the London pattern anvils I have, I got locally. Yeah, locally. But let me switch cameras here. I'm going to be sitting, so it's going to be a lot of this scene right here that you guys are going to see. And Steve, by locally, I mean in North Carolina. Yeah, one of them, actually my main anvil was from across the street. The big one in the back was down the road a bit. And this one was over in Weeksville, you know, across town. Yamez is hoarding them all. Right? That's a great holder. Yeah. Well, I had it before I attached this this here. I had it just sitting on this, and it was all well and good. Then I attached that, and it just constantly. I'm like, I'm not gonna fight it, so toss it in the swedge block. I still read the chat. Hey, Jeff. Using a sledgehammer head. There is nothing wrong with using a sledgehammer head, man. Nothing wrong with it at all. All right. So, I got my Shade 5 glasses. Let me make sure I don't have. All right. Kind of test the action here. Yeah, pretty good. I don't need to do much moving around. Ethan Link, what's up? Master Booster. Hold on. I like oxyacetylene welding. It's nice and quiet. You can take your time, you know. It's nice and relaxed and chill. Although I did pass this line, this fire across my finger yesterday while I was working on stuff, and it's like, ooh, hot. I dropped the wrong glove. All right, trying to read the chat too. Built my anvil from Fork Tines. Yeah, Fork Tines. Whatever gets the job done, man. Whatever gets the job done. All right. So let's start this. I'm gonna go ahead. Can you all see all right? Adjust. Chris Schaefer, how you doing? Yeah, it barely burned me. I mean, it crisped up my skin a bit, but yeah. Instead, a usable Pritchell hole. If you have a flat surface, you can go ahead and use make yourself a bolster plate and kind of use that as a pritchel hole. What's up, Robert? Lurker. All right. Heating up the base. I don't know how many, if all, of these that I'm going to use. Oh, come on. But, yeah. Now, I'm not the best with oxyacetylene. Come on. I'm not like... Come on. Yeah, see? Yeah. But once I get going, I'm not that bad at it. Yeah. Now, I think what's going on here is the freaking swedge block might be acting as a big old heat sink. Try this one more time before shifting to tactics. Damn. This is being a butt. Holding the torch too close. Heard. Alright. See, I can get this to work on a horseshoe. the little wiggle of molten metal there. Yeah, it's the freaking plate steel isn't getting hot enough. It's weird. I seriously think that this swedge block is just acting like a big old heat sink. Let me try taking that off. Alright. What's up, Dogbone? Yeah. I really think that swedge block was, yeah. Which means that I kind of gotta balance that. Yay, balance! See, Bill, if I weren't doing this on a live stream where I had camera angles to worry about, that's what I would do, you know? So, yeah, I tried to pick the best. I gotta find a way to hold this, guys. Hang on. I usually hold everything in my vise. I'm off the swedge block. Alright. Hammer's holding up great, Chris. I got it in my permanent rack. All right. Aren't magnets great, guys? I wish I had 2 magnets. I don't know where the other one is. My new anvil, right? You know what? I do have other magnets. I just have honestly no clue where they are. You know? Like they're attached to projects throughout the shop. It's like But yeah, let's try this again. I do have a dedicated welding table, but all right, I'm going to say this one more time, okay? There are a million better ways to do this that don't get good camera angles, okay? All right? All right? I was doing awesome with the welding on the vice stand and everything. Yeah, I can see it getting hotter just from being off the swedge block. That's me fiddling with the valves. Almost. No! Stop being non-magnetic. There we go. Almost. This is going to be brutal. You know what? I just had a thought. I got this nice hanger thing I can pull the vise over and try it that way. See if my cords are long enough. Should be. All right. The mistake, guys, legitimately is doing this live. Okay? The mistake is doing it live. Okay? Alright, I'm just saying the mistake is doing this live. I have zero problems getting metal to stick together, you know, when I'm doing my production stuff. Alright? So yeah, you know, the mistake is trying to do this live. Exactly. And I want you guys to see it, all right? But, you know, and I appreciate the help, but when I'm struggling with trying to get something done in a certain way, and every time I look up the chat, and it's like, just, you're doing it wrong, you're doing it wrong, you're doing it wrong, you're doing it wrong. I'm doing it the way that I've done it, and it works. Okay? So, yeah, you know, there's 1,000 ways to do things, all right? There's 1,000 ways to do things. If you don't like me saying that, I'm sorry. Now, see, this is relatively new to me. The most I've done with oxyacetylene welding is welding the rose stems to horseshoe hearts, you know, and the exact technique that pretty much Cormulus, yeah. The exact technique that I'm doing right now is how I've gotten it to work. Okay? So take that for what it is. You know? With the welding tip that I'm using, it's got like a 3-part cone. Okay? It's got the long stream, which just kind of does nothing, but, you know, kind of heat the area up a little bit. And then it's got the large cone, which, when I'm working on it, it really heats the stuff up. And then once it's at that point, I move in just a little bit closer to the small cone, and that's when it starts pooling. That's the way it's always done it for me. Whether or not that is the correct way, in my hands, when I'm doing it, that's what I'm noticing. So that's what I'm doing. You know? First attempt, had a great big heat sink under it. Second attempt, I only have one magnet. Oh well. I'm going to try hanging it like this and leave it at that. You know? but I've got 30 of these to go through. So I'm going to do what has worked for me in the past. Okay? And we're going to go with that. Oh, and Arizona dropped their cease and desist. And I suppose it's because I went and was pounding on the door of the owner of the Arizona Iced Tea Corporation. And so it has changed from a cease and desist to a restraining order. But that means that I can start drinking their products on live again. So, yes, Bill. And that's what I'm saying. In those cones is, you know, I can see it sweating, you know. So I can officially start drinking Arizona iced tea on screen again. Do I have a horseshoe to your old piece? No, the horseshoe's on the rose. I can go grab the rose. Kind of show you guys that I actually do know how to weld with oxyacetylene. Boom. All I did with that was weld the stem to the thing and then weld a welding rod as filler and then kind of wrap it around just for the look. You know? So, like, I do know how to do it. Hashtag not a sponsor, Jeff. No, I didn't. Maybe not. I'm not allowed to talk about it. Or am I now? I don't know. The laws are so weird. All right. Yeah. All right. I do need this thing to set the welder on. Try this again. And I can't read the chat with my glasses on. See, now that one worked so much nicer. There we go. Come on. All right, 3. What y'all got to say now? That did work pretty good. I just realized I got to adjust the main cam here so y'all can see me. All right. Hope you're all right, Robert. Alright, that one went on. That one went on. Now I'm getting somewhere. I'm sorry for snapping earlier. I absolutely think that you guys are right. The heat sink. The striking anvil was just too much of a heat sink. Because, I mean, pulling it up like this, and it's just hitting. Hey, Henry. No, I was more frustrated with, I tried doing this a way that would make it easy and look really cool on camera, and it just wasn't working. And yeah. Now these are sticking nicely. Mosquitoes are starting to bite, which is nuts. Alright. Next are long, thin, flat, twisty tentacles. Nah, I don't think I'm going to do those ones. I know which ones you're talking about. I think I might leave those ones alone. If the torch comes across skin, I already done that. Hey, Jeff. I did that earlier. Yesterday, I believe. I'm welding them to the stem right now, and that's some thicker material, so it's taking a little bit longer. This is interesting to see up close. An HHD torch. Huh. Hey, Ouroboros. And to be fair, for some of these rods, some of them are thinner, some of them are thicker. This one just don't want to stick. You know? There it goes. Waiting for that puddle to coalesce. Yeah, they keep saying brazing. I'm not really brazing. I've got old welding rods that I am melting to the steel. I'm not really doing any sort of pattern, just putting in it. What up, 3 crows? Yeah. It is actually coming along real nice. Cheap hoses. Yeah, Kelly, Bear would probably look at this and go, "What are you doing?" TIG welding? I don't... No, I haven't tried TIG welding. Yeah, I definitely don't want to be burning through the sheet. I don't know who's... We already went over the whole recommendations of this, that, and the other thing. Using this, I have welded. Okay? So I'm using the same techniques, and it is working. It is working. So I'm not changing my techniques. Is it structural? No. Does it need to be? Hell no. Is it fun? Yes. Is it tedious? Also yes. Well, Mr. Maker, you can say all the suggestions you want. You could tell other people what I'm doing wrong. You could tell people what I'm doing wrong and everything, and then they could take that, for what it is. I'm missing half the comments, just so you know. I heat it up, get a puddle, heat the other bit up, keep the puddle, put the two together, and they touch. And they stick. Beyond that, not much more to it. Except that. Screw that. They're tentacles, Wayne, I believe. Like, yep, Yamez did this with no clue how it would, No clue on what he was doing. I wonder how much is too much. Maybe a few more. I don't think I need to do all of them. Let's see. Adios, Ben. I don't know if this is one of those instances of less is more until I actually get them all on there. Alright, let's give my hand a rest from that weird angle and take a look at this. Back up here, guys. Ooh, on the leg. Now, obviously, I will be taking the torch and heating these up and then kind of positioning them a bit better. But what do y'all think? Yeah, I did hit. I tapped my knee with it, Bill. And I had that nice and polished at the top. And yeah, I'm gonna have to polish it again. Think just about right? Think I need to do any more? Enough? I think so. I'm kind of squeezing them in. I have a few more spots where I can get some. I don't know if y'all can see, but like, I think I can get some over, what is it, over here, I think, and even it out a bit. Squishy, you've named them. But yeah, just gotta. I broke one off. Yeah, definitely got to heat them up to move them. You know. Figures. The one that broke off was the one that I had tried. You know, that probably got stuck in some of the slag from the previous weld. It does sound like a wind chime. Once it's done, yeah, I might put this up for sale at my table or at least online. You know. How many tickles does it take to make a jellyfish laugh? I don't know, and I'm afraid to find out. How many tickles does it take to make a jellyfish laugh? I want when people to see, when I'm done with that, 10 tickles, I get you. Yes, Jeff, I am going to heat them up and do that offline. Yes, I'm going to put, I'm going to get a ring of LEDs and I'm going to glue it to the top and then run a cord down the stand for it and into a base. You will not? That's the first thing that goes in your room for mood lighting? What mood? When I'm in my room, I'm either editing video, well, not lately, either sleeping, showering, eating, or playing with crypto, or sleeping. My least favorite jellyfish would have to be the Cassiopeia jellyfish, or otherwise known as the upside down jellyfish. It's a jellyfish that, as the name suggests, sits on the bottom upside down and has its tentacles waving up. You know, the sting from it's like a mosquito bite, but lots of mosquito bites. You know, it's like wrap your arm or foot or leg or whatever, and just mosquito bites everywhere it touches. It sucks, you know. But you can scoop your hand underneath them and pick them up, you know. I think it's going to turn out pretty cool. Box jellyfish and the irukandji. I've heard of box jellyfish, of course. I never heard of irukandji. Cassiopeias, I don't know, Adam, if they have them over by you, but I know they're equatorial, so I know they're over there by in the Keys in the Caribbean, you know. I've stepped on my fair share of freaking Cassiopeias. You know, they suck. They're annoying. They're not dangerous. They're annoying. You know. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. You can't die from them. They're not venomous to the point of killing you. It's just they're annoying. You know. And when you're swimming in the shallows and up, you know, you got a foot of water or a couple foot of water and you're swimming and you want to stand up and you look down and you're over a bunch of Cassiopeias, it's like, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What did we see running across your floor? Could be a mouse. You know, there's a cornfield right behind me, so there is mice. Would it be easier to bend and shape the tentacles before attaching them? No, because the idea I'm going to do is I'm going to heat them up with the rosebud torch and kind of move them all at the same time to where it looks natural and organic. Very deadly? Right. Yeah, maybe I don't want to come over by you, Adam, and swim in the waters down there. Or it could have been a leaf. It very well could have been a leaf being blown by the fan that's over there. Adam, if I do come down and hang out with you, you're going to have to give me the ins and outs of the ocean over there. Because I know the ins and outs of the ocean by me and down in the Keys. But, yeah. Me too, Robert. That's kind of why I really wanted to do this today. Is I wanted to make sure that I got something done. You know? Now, it may be a while before I continue it, but at least it'll look like a jellyfish. Hey, Bill. But I might add a couple more. I see a few spots where I would like more. Crocs are what freak me out. Crocs are what freak me out, man. Because they are ambush. You could be on top of a croc and not even know it. You gonna add lighting? Not tonight. Eventually. I have to order it. It looked like an umbrella. Yeah. This is a fun project. Yeah, I've seen manatee farts. All right. Gators are lazy. Saltwater crocs are nasty. Nasty pieces of work. Alligators are kind of chill. But yeah, let's get back to it. Add a couple more. I can hear it pinging. Come on. I think the torch isn't set right. Yeah, get it. All right. Do one more. Missed one. And hello. All right. There we go. Jellyfish. So far. A shiver of sharks, yep. Alright, is there anybody pop in that I didn't get to say hi to? Hi to everybody. I hear you, Adam. The light is going to be a ring of LEDs in the body of the jellyfish facing down. Okay, yes, hello to the lurkers. Alright, and the cord will run on this post here down and to a driver, an LED driver, which will be under the base. Now, I know I had mentioned of using some C-channel for base, but I found this nice big thick plate, round plate. I'm thinking I might dish this out a little bit and attach it to this and make this the plate or the base. You know, that way I can take and even stipple this and possibly even, I'm getting way freaking ahead of myself here, forge some coral, you know, to go on top of it. You know. The LEDs should change colors. I'm going to attempt, you know, to find color changing LEDs. Burl wood base. That's not a bad idea. Although this is, not gonna lie, this is not lightweight. It would have to be a big base, you know. And I don't have burl that big. I live near the ocean with surf. Any coral that comes up to where I'm at is pulverized into sand. I might put some seashells on it, and that's not a bad idea. You know, instead of texturing it, get the stuff on there and then like rub adhesive and then pour sand on it. Ooh, yes! That is a damn good idea. Look. Coral. Oh my God. What up, J-Rod? This project's just getting bigger and bigger. You know? It started out as a sploot bowl. Somebody got to call Roy and tell him to get his butt in here and see this. Yeah. That is brilliant. If only you could weld clinker. You know? Like, that would be kind of choice. JB Weld would be the way to go. JB Weld, definitely the way to go. Thin copper scrap wire for seaweed, I could do that. Drill a hole in it, put it in there, and then kind of like twist and untwist it so that it you know, locks in. Question pertaining to your project, because I'm working kind of something similar. How do you get the nice fluid natural bends you're looking for? Scrolling pliers. You talking about on the tentacles? I'm going to be using my oxyacetylene torch or a propane torch, and you know, physically just move them where I want them. You know, Three Crows. I'm going to be news. Okay, I'm not going to the flea market next week. I am going to be doing it in my front yard with signs along the highway for the tourists. Yeah, Bill, I'll just duct tape it all together. Yeah, JB Weld is a two-part epoxy, but it's mixed up for metal. Okay, why Yamez? Why am I doing it in the front yard? I think I've tapped the market over there for now. And it's, don't make solid plans yet, Kelly, because it's a test, okay, to see how my table would do on the, you know, for the tourists, you know. If it works out well, I might be inviting other, you know, one or two other craftspeople to it, you know. But if you guys want to come and hang out, you know, absolutely. If you guys don't have your own fair going on. Technically, as far as I've heard, you even have to have a permit to do yard sales. All right. I don't know where to go now, because I don't know what I'm going to do with the base yet. I really want to do this for the base, but that's a lot of work. You know, going through all that, and then going through all the stuff. That's going to be easily $1,000 piece. Right, Mr. Maker? I'll have to take all my price tags off. And the sign saying blacksmith items for sale wouldn't work. I live right on the interstate highway that all the tourists go down. Few thicker. I think it should be good with, I know the ones you're talking about, Bill. I think it'll be good without those, you know? Because if I was going to do those, I would have to forge them out and then hopefully not screw them up with the welder. Okay, Paul, what would you think I should charge once this is done? You know, figure with a base with sand texture and clinker for coral and forged coral attached to it, and, you know, copper wire and lighting and all that fun stuff. Material cost? Don't know. I have it all laying around. But keep in mind, it's not just a static sculpture. It's a lamp. You know. How much am I worth an hour? What, are you propositioning me, Speargrass? Yeah, see, it's going to be a while before it's done. But, yeah, it's definitely going to be an awesome piece when it is done. Oh, the mosquitoes are killing me. Patina the copper to green. Not a bad idea. Well, the copper will naturally patina to green. It is hard to say till it's finished. Let me try. Let me go ahead and try to torch it. Okay? My scrolling pliers are under the computer. There's so many tentacles. I don't know where to start. That's rough. There's like no pinpoint on this. If it stings, turn off the lamp. Start on the outside with that one. That definitely does not qualify as one of the smalls. No, this is not. Hey, bloobs. Will it fit in my gas forge? No. I tell you, well, this is getting hot enough to bend this stuff. It's not really focused enough. I mean, they don't need to be like curly cues or nothing. They really don't. Just need to have that flowing. You know what? This would be good to burn off all the dang excess flux that's on here. Can't get to it. Yeah, this isn't quite working. It gets hot enough, but it's not focused enough. Bloobs gifted you the Swedge block? Awesome, man. I am better off using the Oxy, definitely. My pre-palm lamp test, yes. That's not a bad idea. Just literally run a current through it to heat the rod up. That's not a bad idea, although dangerous. Nah, I think let's try the Oxy tip. You know, it's focused enough, like a laser. Yeah, I broke that off. All right. Can't bend these. Can't bend them cold. Needle nose. But this is working. Yeah, guys, that works. Pretty amazed. What did I miss? Ow. Just hook the wires into your stick welder. That's what you meant when I asked about curling the tentacles. Oh yeah. This is gonna take a bit, but dang it if it don't look cool. You guys can't really see it, you know, because of the contrast. I'll try and do some on the front side real quick before the end of the stream. I don't know if y'all saw that or could see that, what I'm doing. Stay safe, bloobs. It is going to be a lot of fiddly work. It definitely is. If you're going to break any more off, do it now before you're finished. You know, yeah. I think I could probably lose one more before I have to flip it over and start putting more back on. Hey, John. You don't barbecue shrimp? Who doesn't barbecue? Barbecued shrimp is awesome. John Burnell was on a boat. Yes, Speargrass, those are words. Scramps. Thanks, John. You know what else is big as sausages? Sausages. All right, guys. I could keep going on this, but it's going to take a lot of fiddly work for that. So I'll probably let you guys get going and try and find, I got something high contrast so you guys can see it. Pretty dang cool, if you ask me, but you didn't, so. Australian? I want to see when it's done. Me too. No, because I want to see them on there and then bend them in situation. You know, I want to see them where they're going to be. You know, if I had bent them ahead of time, you know, I'd have a big old tangle on my hands. No, it's a jellyfish. Just a run-of-the-mill jellyfish. But I sounded really Aussie saying that. Aussie. Australian. I'm really working on accent neutral. But yeah, as for pre-bending some of them, or pre-bending them, I want some of them to like intertwine. So I really didn't. I wanted to have them straight and then figure it out. If I bent them ahead of time, it'd be like putting together a puzzle. you know. But anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and call that a stream and close the door and go put calamine lotion on all these mosquito bites. Don't know why they're attacking me today, of all days, you know. But thank y'all for coming by. Appreciate it. You know. You guys have a wonderful day. Well, I can be doing Goodnight Fire with the torch. Oh, yes. We'll do Goodnight Fire with this. All right. Goodnight Fire with a mosquito torch. Be like, Goodnight Fire, Goodnight Mosquito Torch. No, Goodnight Fire, Goodnight Coal, Goodnight Embers, Goodnight Glow, Goodnight Hammer, Goodnight Tongs in the Rack, Goodnight Steel from yellow to black. Anvil is quiet, has been all night. Still as the tweer. Good night, blacksmiths everywhere. See y'all tomorrow morning.